Europe. The mysterious East had a strong hold on the minds and fantasies of Europe. To Christian Europe, it was where the wise men had come from, bearing rich and exotic gifts. It was where sought-after trade goods came from. Porcelain and pearls from Japan, porcelain, silk and tea from China, teak and ivory from Siam, sugar, indigo, printed cottons and precious stones from India, gold from Sumatra, cinnamon and tea from Ceylon, pepper, cloves, nutmeg and mace from the Spice Islands, red and black ebony from Mauritius, carpets from Persia, and coffee, gum and fine horses from Arabia. The East was unknown to Europe as it was largely controlled by the dominant Islamic Ottoman Empire that flourished before the European Renaissance. The Ottoman Empire was a global superpower at the peak of its power in the 16th and 17th centuries, and was expanding into Europe. It was a multinational, multilingual empire. In order to find out what current countries fall within the boundaries of what was the Ottoman Empire in the 1600s, let's georeference this picture of the Ottoman Empire. During the process of georeferencing, corresponding points are identified in the non-georeferenced raster and the map. This process is repeated a few times. And these control points are used to calculate the transformation that will relate the raster to the map coordinate system. We now have a georeferenced image. We can now digitize the outline of the Ottoman Empire in the georeferenced image in order to create an Ottoman Empire vector shapefile. After creating the Ottoman Empire shapefile, let's do a polygon-on-polygon overlay analysis to see which current countries fall within the Ottoman Empire. These countries are still strongly influenced by their Ottoman heritage. Europe's major powers were jostling for control over trade to the east. Wars were fought. Merchants in countries such as England and Holland grouped themselves together into companies, the so-called East India Companies. They had the full backing of their governments, and the one company that was most intimately involved in the history of South Africa was the Dutch East India Company, or VOC. It governed the Cape and all of its people from 1652 to 1795. The VOC was a massive worldwide corporation which had quasi-governmental powers, including the ability to wage war, imprison and execute convicts, negotiate treaties, coin money, and establish colonies. Jan van Riebeeck was tasked by the VOC to set up the refreshment station at the Cape. This was the sea route taken by van Riebeeck to go from Amsterdam to the Cape. After 4 months at sea, he sailed into Table Bay in April 1652. This is the story of some of the first local people that the Dutch met when they started the European colonization of South Africa.